Coming up on The Solo Show.
The party itself is about 5 hours, but they do allow you to come in, 8 hours. So you can go to the parks for 8 hours, but the actual party where you get to do all the stuff starts, it's 5 hours.
So that's not too bad, because if you think about it, a one-day ticket has got to be close to $140.
Stan welcomes our friend Hollywood Crawford from the Grand Circle Tour podcast and first-time guest host in the guest host chair, Drew's son. The Solo Show is brought to you, as always, by Victor Naraki Realtor, serving Disney in the greater Orlando area with CelebratingFlorida.com and DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. Realtor Victor Naraki makes living near Walt Disney World a reality, specializing in all the communities surrounding Disney. Whether you're looking to relocate or invest in a new property, maybe you want a vacation home for your retirement. With over a decade of experience in the area, Victor will adapt to your needs, help you find the right property, or get you the best price for your property. Reach out to him today on his website, CelebratingFlorida.com, or at DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. Follow him at Victor Naraki Realtor on Facebook, and don't forget to tell him that The Solo Show sent you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call, and the doors will be closing soon. Please board quickly and safely. Please stand clear of the doors. Thank you.
Broadcasting from the happiest place on earth, the Solo Studios, here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, the center of North America, on this little planet we call Earth. This is The Solo Show. On this adventure, Stan pulls out 2 guest host chairs for first-time guest host Drew's son and our returning guest host Hollywood Crawford as they talk about the Oogie Boogie Bash at Disney California Adventure Park. Don't forget your passport for fun and laughs on this one. And now, please welcome your host. Hey Stan, what does Daisy Duck say when she buys lipstick? Just put it on my bill. Well, you knew I wasn't Bill Engvall when you got here. Here's Stan Solo.
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Solo Show. I am Stan Solo as always, and joining me today I have 2 very special guests. This guy, he hasn't been on yet. Nobody here, I don't think, has heard him, other than maybe a few people may have heard him before. Maybe his mom's list. Drew's son, welcome to the show, and how are you today, my friend?
Thank you. I'm doing really well. I'm really excited.
I met Drew. He's a friend of Holly's, D23 Expo, and I think we hit it off pretty good. He's a cool guy. I enjoyed hanging out with him. I said, Drew, I'm going to have to get you on the show one day. So today's one day. So also joining from the Grand Circle Tour podcast, Hollywood Crawford, Ringmaster Holly. How are you today?
I'm tired. I'm Disney hungover today. I am very sleepy today, but I'm good.
I can't believe you get tired. There's no way you ever get tired. You just go. You're like,
I know. I still wit today.
Make some coffee out of coffee and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk about what is it called? The Oogie Boogie Bash?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so we got the Oogie Boogie Bash. This is in Disney's California Adventure, and for people that are from the Disney World side of things, you may not even know about this. They're very familiar with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I'm sure. Right. Drew, have you ever been to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party?
No, I haven't. So I've only done Disneyland. I haven't gone and done Disney World yet.
And how about you, Holly?
Halloween.
I have not. I would like to, but I don't know. It always throws me off because it's so hot in Florida and they start the Halloween parties there in August, which is it's just weird to me. Even right now it's hot here and it's unusually warm this year. So I would really like to, but I definitely would like to go in later September, October. So hopefully one day hopefully one day I'll get there. Yeah. Can they reschedule Halloween to a different month, please?
So you won't be able to compare it to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party because you've never done Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party,
right.
But you kind of have an idea what it's about.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's very, very similar.
From what I understand, the treat trails, the fireworks show, although we don't have fireworks at Disney California Adventure for the party. However, Disneyland has the Halloween Screams fireworks, and you don't have to have an after hours ticket for that. So, that's kind of a perk of Disneyland. So you do at Mickey's Not So Scary, in order to see the Halloween fireworks, you have to go to the after hours party.
Right. I have friends that went to the Disney World, and they said that they don't have treat trail there. They don't have the villains treat trails. So their main thing over there is to go see the parade. I guess their parade is this big thing. So
oh, I'm confused. I really thought that they did. I thought they had some sort of trick-or-treating or something.
Okay, they have trick-or-treating at Disney World.
Okay.
They do, but they don't have it.
Okay, hang on. What is treat trails now? Because I'm confused. What are treat trails versus trick-or-treating?
Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, go for it.
No, you go ahead, Drew.
Oh, so then the treat trails is basically ours. We have a villain attached at the end. So you go through, there's a trail, and then they hand out candy. They put it in your bag. And then once you get towards the end, there's a villain. And the villain is interacting with the guest, just kind of talking. And you can ask them questions. And it's amazing because they interact with you, and they're so spot on in their character. It's like some of the villains are, of course, better than certain ones, but we actually saw a few really good ones yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Night.
Okay, so there's different trails. Is that?
Yeah, and the trail. Okay, so you have what you call a meet and greet, which is only you stand in line to take a photo with that character, right? And those take a long time to go through. So unless you really, really, really want to get a photo with that character, you kind of skip it, because those ones are a lot longer. I went
to a party and I got my photo with Oogie Boogie, and I think I was in line for an hour.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Boogie.
So the treat trails are continuous. You don't stop. You just move along, and they have like 6 different stations where cast members are handing you some sort of, you can get anything from candy to apples to carrots to craisins.
Carrots? Hang on. Wait a minute. Who the heck is handing out carrots for Halloween?
Carrots, craisins.
That must be a California thing.
Well, they do it for people who have allergy. Some of the chocolates have nuts in it. So they do it for people who can't have that. Yeah.
All right.
So those are nice because even though the line looks really long, it goes really fast.
It's pretty fast.
Okay. And
so when you say you interact with the villain, so you say what would be a villain, like Ursula or?
Yeah, so like Maleficent, that was I could stand there and watch this particular Maleficent talk for hours because she was so in character. But when you walk by, they're kind of up on like a stage, so they're elevated, and it's all decorated wherever they're standing to theme with them, and they'll walk by and kind of pick out people and maybe say something, or you can ask them questions or say something to them, and they love that because then they get to respond and be all villainous.
Okay, that's really cool. Okay.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like when they used to do the social distancing meet and greets, kind of.
Yeah.
Idea. Okay. Oh, that is cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, you know how Disney World has the evil stepsisters, Drusilla and Anastasia, and how they have a area where they talk to people and they ask them questions and stuff. So it's kind of like that at the villains, the trails.
Yeah. They do that. They have like I think her name is Constance at the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. They have that where you can interact with her. You just kind of come and go as you please, and she'll pick out people and chat to them and all that. She's kind of in the lawn of the Haunted Mansion, and she'll tell stories and whatnot.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so that is cool. So how much is this event? How much are you guys? I know the price varies.
Yeah, so it varies. The cheapest starts at $129. It was this year. Obviously, pretty much every year it's increased. But $129, you could go at the beginning, like opening day in September. So I think opening day was September 6th. And then depending on the day of the week and things like that, it varies from $139 all the way to $179. So we went last night and it was $139.
And how many hours?
The party itself itself is about 5 hours, but they do allow you to come in 8 hours. So you can go to the parks for 8 hours, but the actual party where you get to do all the stuff starts. It's 5 hours.
So that's not too bad, because if you think about it, a one-day ticket has got to be close to $140 nowadays. It's like $115, $120 for a one-day ticket now.
Yeah, the price.
So if you're a local and you just want to go for the one day, it's really not that bad. It's a couple of bucks more, and you get all the trick or treats, and you get to see the villains and stuff like that. So, is there like any special events, like parades or anything like that? Like
they do have the parade. It's a Halloween parade, and it's pretty cool. They start out with the Headless Horseman that comes down, and after he does the intro, and they start the parade with Mickey and Minnie dressed up in their Halloween outfits. Then you have Nightmare Before Christmas. And I think at the very end is from what I remember, is the Haunted Mansion. So they have the hitchhiking ghosts, and Constance is in the back. They have the grave diggers. I think Holly's favorite is that part.
And they have the shovels and making the sparks and everything too. Oh, cool. Okay, that's good. Okay, so pretty much the same as what they have at Disney World for
right. Except there's no fireworks. So like I said, Disney World has fireworks.
No, but I mean the parade part's the same as Disney World pretty much. Are there photo ops?
Yes. Yeah.
Other than
so they have, like we were saying, you have the difference between like the meet and greet and those are photo ops. Then they have like various ones like on the pier in front of the Mickey Wheel. You can stop there, and they're not magic shots or anything, but it's just that's such a beautiful view right there. They had on the other side of the pier, like in the front where you would watch World of Color, they had some characters down there. They were dressed up as, which I still don't understand. I guess it's a game, Magic Kingdom. Is that, or Kingdom?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. It's like an app or something as a game. So to me, it was like a commercial they're trying to advertise. So they had the characters dressed up in these outfits to take photos with them.
Right.
And
it was Mickey and Donald, I think we saw last night.
Yeah.
And they're dressed up in their outfits in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about any type of special food or anything?
No.
That you can buy? No.
It's so weird. I honestly didn't know. I swear last year, because I went last year with Chris, I swear that there was a bunch of different treats and stuff, but I guess maybe that was just Halloween stuff I'm thinking of. So I was looking for, like, my friend, she always puts out a foodie guide. So I was asking her, she's like, no, there's only 2 items. So at Flo's, there's only 2 items. It was like loaded buffalo French fries. And then
I love how Disney makes it spicy and call it Halloween.
Yeah, and then
make it buffalo and
then like poutine. That was it. Those were the only 2 things.
Oh, that's a good one.
So they did have
I am Canadian.
They did have black corn dogs. We did get one of those, and it was terrible. It tasted just like dough. It was really bad, and then it was colored black. Like,
yeah, it was weird.
It wasn't very appealing or tasteful. Okay. So that was actually quite disappointing, because especially normally after hours they have only food specific for after hours. So you get these special and like special souvenirs. I didn't see any souvenirs, anything like that. So
how about the Donald popcorn bucket in his candy corn outfit? Was those available?
Well, the zipper. Yeah, those are still available. Like, you never know what's going to sell out, and that's still available. Like, it's so funny. Yeah, and Zero is still available. So
okay, did you find the Zero shoulder buddy?
Nope.
Nope.
Still haven't found
we haven't found it. Yeah.
Okay. So they don't have the trick or treat. Well, how are the crowds like? Is this place packed, or did it sell out that night?
Yeah, every night sold out.
Okay. And how are the crowds? Really manageable?
Oh yeah, I thought so. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty manageable. I didn't feel crowded at all. The rides were like, what, Guardians of the Galaxy was 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was the only ride we rode last night. Actually, we didn't even try to ride anything else, but it was 20 minutes, and I don't even think it was 20 minutes. It said it was 20 minutes, so I truly don't even know what the ride times were like. I don't know. We just get like so busy doing what? I have no idea. Like, but we just get busy.
It takes 40 minutes to take a photo of her poutine and her black corn dog. That's 80 minutes right there gone.
That's true.
Well,
Actually, we
I-
didn't take any photos of it. It looked terrible. We didn't even take any photos because
No.
we're like, this is
No.
hideous.
Did they have like so Marvel Land? Did they have like any of the Marvel heroes out? Because I'm thinking
They did.
It'd be
Yeah.
cool to have like Spider-Man's dressed up as a vampire. Or
They
something
weren't.
Like that.
They were
No?
dressed normal. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that would have been pretty fun. But no,
Right.
they didn't. Trying to say, so we did have a I did wait in line to meet Emile from Ratatouille.
Oh,
And
that
I
was
think
fun.
that's been one of my most favorite character meet and greets ever.
Oh, how come?
He was so cute and fluffy and like I don't know, he was just so cute and like he gave us all a hug and he was just like hugging this giant teddy bear. He was so fluffy and squishy and cuddly and I don't know, it was just really really cute. And that's one you don't see too often. I mean maybe in Epcot but not here. So
I don't think
that
I've ever
was-
seen Emile.
yeah, it was super
As
cute.
character.
And that's one of my favorite movies. So I really loved that one. And the line was like 5 minutes long. So
Yeah.
and all the photographers were really really nice last night because we've been to events where because there was 4 of us in our group
Mhm.
and where they get grumpy when you're like, oh, can we take an individual and then can we take a group? And everybody was really nice last night. All the cast members really
That's
nice.
good. That's good to
Mhm.
hear. Sure. So you said there was a group of 4 of you. You all dressed up?
Yes, we were a group of the Little Mermaid. So we had one girl dressed up as Ariel. I was Prince Eric.
Okay.
Holly was Sebastian, and the crab. Is it crab or lobster?
Well,
Crab.
that's good. Good. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we had an Ursula.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
so
was
our
talking-
friend is pregnant, and
Yeah, we were
so
talking about that.
so cute. So of course she was like the perfect Ursula, and she was such a trooper too. She completely
Yeah.
painted her face purple and had the crazy eye makeup and the full-on short grayish white wig, and yeah, I couldn't believe she lasted the whole night. So
How many months pregnant is she?
she's 6, I think.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
it's her 4th. So you kind of like done, you know, because you've done it so many times that she's struggling. So, and she tried to rent a scooter actually, and they said there's an 87-person wait list to rent a scooter.
An 87-person.
Yeah, they're like, do you want to be put on the wait list? And she said, do you think I'm going to have a chance? And they said, no. She said, well, then why would I wait? Why would you even ask me?
It's like, what's the point, right?
Okay, I think they need to get more scooters there at California Adventure and less carrots. That's what they need to get.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh wow. So how often do they have this party? Is it every week?
Is it
I guess as it gets closer to Halloween, they have it more
I think
often.
it's twice a week.
It's actually, I think it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Saturdays. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah,
they
there's
have it on
quite a few dates.
Yeah.
And they're
I
all
think as
sold
it
out.
gets closer. Mhm.
Wow.
They're all sold out, but I know that if you stay at the Grand
24.
Californian on the resort, they have a lottery in the morning for people who want to go, and they do it. They only have a few tickets, so I think they allot a few for the resort itself. But
Okay.
as far as the general public, it's sold out.
Yeah. So they have 24 dates that they do the party for.
Yeah.
Between
Okay.
September and October. But yeah, so if you're staying at a Disney resort, you have an opportunity in the mornings to purchase same day tickets, but not
Okay.
many. I don't know how many, maybe
Yeah.
100 or something, but not many.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was something we
so
just
we
learned.
talked a little bit about the weather. So that now I know, like when I've gone to the Halloween party in Florida, like you can't wear a costume
Yeah.
that's other than a t-shirt and shorts, like for the most part. What was the weather like last night for you guys?
Too hot.
It was warm. So I have my
Are we
costume.
90s warm? Are we 80s warm?
It was 84. It was 84
Okay.
when it started, and normally it gets pretty chilly, but
Mhm.
it never got, because I
Not
brought
last
a
night.
change of clothes. Well, of course I did, right? But I brought a change of clothes and I brought a sweatshirt and jeans to change into because I anticipated I was going to be cold. No,
Right.
I did not need to change.
We were all sweating.
Yeah, it was bad. We're like, don't touch us.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what would the highlight of the night be for each of you? Drew, would you go first?
For me, the highlight was the villains. It was Madame Mim. So she's in
Yeah.
the Sword in the Stone. She was hilarious. I mean, we walked up. I asked her where Merlin was, and she like took his hat out of the side, and she's like, "What do you think?" And
Why would I know where he is?
right.
She
And
has his
then,
hat in her bag.
Yeah.
but she was cracking up, like she was just jokes nonstop.
Yeah,
it
and
was
she would
great.
so she asked me, she said, "And what are you supposed to be?" And I said, well, I wasn't gonna, because I wasn't really anything at that time. I had the Dumbo ears on, right? And I said, "I'm extra." And she said, "Oh, you're extra. What are you?" And then she asked everybody around me, "Are you extra too?"
Yeah.
So funny.
She was hilarious. And then Maleficent was another one that
Really
was great.
good.
Oh
Yeah.
no, and Sid.
Yeah.
Sid from Toy Story. He
Mhm.
was
Sid
really good.
was such a little jerk. He was so funny because Andrew's like, "What should I ask?" And I'm like, "Ask him what he wants for Christmas." And he goes, "Why would I tell you? All you are is you're just married to a fish
A
or something."
fish.
And he's like,
Ask
and then he looked
her.
over and saw our friend dressed as Ariel. He's like, "And matter of fact, there's the fish lady right there." So funny.
But we were cracking up all the way, even outside of the treat trail. We were just cracking up all the way, and we're like, "This is the best."
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
that is
like
so good.
another person was like a pretty common costume, and he's like, "Oh, shocker! Haven't seen
Yeah.
that costume yet tonight. Oh, you're real original." Like it was so funny.
He was quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was good.
funny.
He was
See,
good.
that's something that I've heard often, is that the characters that, especially when they let them go loose, type of thing like that, in Disneyland and California Adventure, tend to be better than Disney World, because not everybody, but a lot of people want to be acting, and they go to California and they can't get
that's true. I
acting
didn't even think of
jobs,
that.
so they can get
Yeah.
acting jobs at Disneyland being characters, and so they,
Yeah.
they have more cream of the crop, as it were, in
Right.
California. So
So Ursula, not Ursula, Cruella was the same Cruella that they had last year, and she's really good too. She's very sassy, and yeah, they're really good interactions, especially when you ask them something. Yeah, I mean, you
Yes.
can walk by and just see what they say to you, but when you start it, then you get a really good
Well, and some of the
reaction.
villains, there's parts where people are just staring at them and not saying a word, and then you can tell, like, a villain, like I think it was Dr. Facilier. He's like, "What? You're gonna just stand there and watch me?
Yeah.
You're just gonna look at me?" So it was hilarious. They want
Yeah.
that interaction.
oh yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So
But that was-
how many villains did they have? It sounds like they had like about a half dozen or so.
Gosh, let me see. It's
They probably had
show
about,
them here. Are
I want to
these
say
little-
8. I forgot to tell you, Ernesto de la Cruz from
Yeah.
Coco.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like Emil and then Ernesto. That was
Yeah.
kind of my highlights, and then Villains Grove. Yeah. So Ernesto from Coco, that was his first year being there. Man, that was such a cool costume. Like it was so cool. And this one, because normally they just make you can't stop. They just make you keep walking. But for him, they had a viewing area off to the side, which was really nice because he would stand there and like talk, and then he would kind of sing, and it was so cool. Man, his costume was amazing.
I mean, they did the makeup. It's so real. It looks so realistic.
Nice.
Yeah. He sang. I don't think that was lip sync. Was it lip sync?
I don't know. I kept trying. I was watching, and I kind of felt like it was lip syncing, honestly, because at first I didn't think it was, and then I watched him for a while, and then I was like, "Oh, he missed it." Like I think it was, but he did a really good job.
But regardless, he was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. I like this idea a lot. Like I said, like I went to Mickey's. It wasn't Mickey's Not So Scary, but it was a party and after hours event at Disney World, and you're waiting forever to see a character. This seems like a such better way to do it.
Right. So like Bruno had a line because he was a meet and greet, and I don't know. Sometimes it's just awkward to like really pose with the character and try to make, I don't know. So to me, like I'm usually not really into like that, but like a meal, I had to get one with Meal because he was just so cute and cuddly. But we forgot to mention the Sanderson sisters. So that was another meet and greet. And so that was, I think Ernesto and Sanderson sisters were the highlight of this year because they were brand new. And obviously with the release of Hocus Pocus 2. And so Andrew asked ahead of time, okay, so we need to kind of plan our day to figure out what we want to do. Right. And I said, well, I want to see the Sanderson sisters, but it's really like not that big of a deal. I want to visually see them. I don't need to wait in a line because they said it was about an hour wait. And I don't know, I didn't feel it was necessary to go and actually have my photo with them as long as I could watch them for a couple minutes and just see them, like I was fine. And they were cute though, because I felt like they also acted like their actual character from the movie. So I can't even think of their names right now, but the blonde one, which was Daisy, was Sarah. All like bouncing. Yeah, it was all bouncing all over. And, you know, so it was really cute how it seemed like they portrayed their actual characters too.
Well, I have to say too, this is the second time I went. So the first time I went, I knew I was going twice, so I didn't mind waiting in line for them. I waited, it opened at 6. We stood in line at 5. Oh, no. 5. And the line was already long. And by the time we got to them and took pictures, it was 7, 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And so that night, I only had 4 hours like to do all the other stuff. And I didn't get to do everything. I felt rushed. But this time with Holly, we went and we didn't do any meet and greets and we were able to get more stuff done. But I feel like they need to make it end at midnight.
Yeah.
I don't understand the 11.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
You know?
And the other thing too, like I find this really weird with California Adventure, and they do this not only at parties, but on regular days. They close everything early. So the park typically closes at 10. They start closing restaurants at 8. So last night the park closed at 11. They started closing restaurants at 9. We wanted a glass of water, and we went over to that one place where you get the pasta, where we got that pasta, and they're like, oh, we're closed already. And it was 9. And we said, oh, we just want a glass of water. They're like, we're closed. And then they'll close any like places where they sell alcohol, margaritas, whatever. They usually close those 2 hours early. And I just don't understand that. Like, especially after hours, have everything open until the whole park closes, especially when it's only 11. It's not like 2 a.m. or something. It's 11.
Yeah.
So
that is awfully early to close it.
Everything
at 11, and they start shutting it down before that.
Yeah.
Is there a stage show type of thing at all? Like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you mentioned the Sanderson sisters. They usually do a stage show, or they have a Nightmare Before Christmas stage show at the castle. Is there anything like that?
No, there wasn't. And I maybe I'm just remembering it wrong, but I swear they had something last year. Like I thought that they had a band. I know they did for Villains Night. And I swear that they had a band. I'm pretty certain last year when I went with Chris, they out there in front of, the pier there where they show World of Color, they had a stage and they had a band playing and they were singing Halloween songs. But I could be just dreaming and it could be from another event, but I'm pretty certain that they did.
Well, and they used to have World of Color at Oogie Boogie. This was pre-pandemic. They did have World of Color, and they don't have it anymore. And I don't understand why they took that away.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, when they had that, was it a Halloween-themed World of Color?
I feel like I remember it had certain inserts of things, but I think it was typically the regular show, but with the added ending of a villain or something.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I love World of Color so much. That's a great
that's
any
really
nighttime spectacular that I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I guess the question is, would you go again? Is this something that you would do again next year? Maybe not this year.
I'd do it again. Yes.
Holly?
Yeah. I do this every time. So I would go again, but I don't know. Sometimes because we have passes, we go all the time. So it's always fun, especially when I go, with other people. It's always fun because of the people that you go with. So I feel like we could have went the four of us on a normal day stayed till 11 and had just as much fun, if not more fun. And there's just
but you're not going to dress up as a crab on a normal day.
Why not? I might. You never know. I love all the decorations that they do, like the projections, all of that. I don't know. I always feel like they should do more. Like we're talking about a stage show, firework. Well, I don't think they could do fireworks there, but some like World of Color, something like that, especially at those prices for that few of hours. I love that they do the parade. That's great. Definitely more treats. I mean, they're making money on it. So it's not like they're giving out the treats. Make some more themed treats just for the party. But they ran out of candy too last night.
What?
Which really bothers me.
Yeah, no kidding.
So it was like
that's where they're handing out carrots.
Yeah,
no
it was like
left.
10:35, and we went through a treat trail. And like I said, they usually have like 6 stops. They were down to 1 on that one, and then we went back through another one, and all they had were craisins left.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but when you pay that much, you should have candy until you close, until the treat trails are stopped. They have candy. They just didn't put it out. They stopped refilling it, which I find is ridiculous because they can use it again the next night. So why why did you stop giving out candy? So, but yeah, I would go again. It's a lot of fun. I love like the parade and the different villains. Like, I think it's so great, the different villains that they do, the different characters that you're not going to see on a day-to-day. Oh, like the Blue Fairy. The Blue Fairy was out there.
Oh, yeah.
And like I've never seen her before. They had Hercules was out there. Never seen Hercules before. So a lot of really cool characters.
I feel like it's great because we can dress up as a group and we see other people dressed up.
Yeah, that's really fun too.
That's what I was going to ask. Was there a lot of people dressed up? Like, is there a lot of costumes?
Oh yeah, I would say
some people go all out.
I would say at least 50% like are dressed up in some way or another. Yeah.
I think
that's way more
that.
than I've ever seen at Mickey's Not So Scary.
I like he said it, probably more, but I feel like most people are dressed up than not dressed up.
That's cool. That's really cool to get.
And families, you know, they have with the kids, and like we saw, remember we saw the cutest thing. They weren't in Disney characters, but they dressed up as Scooby-Doo and there was this little girl dressed as Velma, and oh my gosh,
she was like 3. She was tiny and had the little glasses on, and she was the cutest little thing. But yeah, you see that like a lot of family costumes. So there was a few that we saw that were not Disney, but a lot of family costumes. And my family's like, why aren't we going? I'm like, I can't afford it at $140 for 6 of us. Like, that's why this family isn't going.
Yeah.
But Holly, you forgot your favorite, the Villains Grove.
Yeah. So, so the Villains Grove is the Grizzly Peak area. And normally during the day, it's like a recreational area. So they have like slides and little walking trails and a little zip line. Well, at night for this, they make it into like a projection and kind of spooky. So I know I've talked about it last year on Grand Circle Tour, but it's really cool. So they do, as you walk through this whole area, you know, you go through up and down stairs and all through the whole place, but they have different sections, and each section is like a different villain theme. So there's no actual characters in there. It's just projections and lighting and fog effects. And it's so cool. I could spend like hours in there, but you just kind of walk through it. And once again, most of it's just
so do you actually go like on the zip lines and the
you just walk
on the ground level.
Yeah. Well, you have to go, like, some of it you go up the stairs and back down the stairs. So you don't go on slides or anything, but this is where you would do that during the day. And then like there's this one section where they have roses all over and they turn from white light to red, and then you kind of just have they look like bugs, almost like lightning bugs coming together to create the Queen of Hearts. And then she's like talking like, who's painting my roses red? And then you smell roses. And then you walk through another section and you see, like, you hear the music from Lion King, and you see the hyenas like marching, like they're
like the
getting
shadows of the hyenas with the green background.
What else, Drew? What else is
there was a Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
So he was on the rock, and then it just would form the like you said, the little light
bugs. Like it's weird. Yeah.
They just formed the Cheshire cat, and he's laughing.
Yeah.
There was the evil queen when she's a hag with the poison apple.
Yeah. So I don't remember that part from last year. I think maybe I walked by it too quick, but there's a lot of trees, and they have it to where like lightning, and it looks like lightning striking the trees, and then over in the side you see like the same thing, like the bugs coming together, and it forms the evil queen as the old hag, and then like lightning strikes and then she disappears. Some really, really cool effects. What else is there? Oh, and then like they have creeks running through there, but they have fog going over it, and they have lights. So it looks like a swamp with the fog and the green, and looks really cool.
That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds, is there a lot of kids? You mentioned families. Is it, obviously it's kid friendly because it's Disney. It's not Halloween Horror Nights.
Right. Lots of kids.
Lots of kids.
Yeah. So one of the friends that we were with last night, she took her kids last year, and she said she would either never take them again or wait until they're much older, because after 2 hours they were done, because it's late at night. They were done. Luckily they were staying at the hotel there, but she said it was such a waste. She spent over $700 for 2 hours, and only one kid was left standing. Her husband had to leave to take the younger kids, and she's like, it was such a waste of money for them. But that's that one family. Maybe they have kids like mine that like Monroe that stays up all night. So, but yeah, a ton of kids. But it is pricey when you're paying that much for each family member.
Well, but this sounds like a lot of fun. I think I might have to change my Disneyland dates next year again to come out before Halloween instead of after Halloween. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you going to say,
it
Drew?
is.
Oh, I was just gonna say, even though there was a lot of kids, it didn't take away from our experience. I thought we still had a good time. It wasn't like annoying or anything like that. I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, there's also one other thing that we didn't do, because I want to say it's themed more towards kids, but I don't know because we didn't even go check it out. There's a dance party. So
that's right.
And I think they have all the characters in there, like the Fab Five characters in there dancing, and they do a dance party. So honestly, we didn't even go check it out. So I don't even know.
So where was that located?
That's at the Disney Junior stage show. Like you go inside
in Hollywood.
And because it says join Mickey Mouse and Pals with an interactive Halloween dance party. So so we didn't even go in there. What was
cool. Drew, if people want to follow you on Instagram or anything like that, do you want to share out where they can follow you?
Yeah, I'm at Disney Dad Here, and I do a lot of Disney reels. I take my family and we go every so often, and we just have fun at Disney. We're a Disney family, so everything Disney, pretty much.
Nice.
Hence the name.
Send me the link for that, and I'll make sure we get it in the show notes for sure.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. And of course, Crawford's on the grow. Everybody's familiar.
Go, not grow.
Grow. Yeah. Crawford. You're not growing anymore. Crawford's on the go. And what's the earring thing again? Satisfactual signs? No.
That's Derek. Oh my goodness. MarvelousOnMainStreet.com.
What was it again?
MarvelousOnMainStreet.com.
Right. The place to go if you want to get earrings that are not going to burst your budget. That's where you want to go.
Exactly.
And rings. She's got awesome rings.
Yeah.
Right. And rings. And not the type that you hook up to your phone, the type you wear on your fingers. Ken, I want to thank you for booking Drew's son, a name I can pronounce. Good job, man.
Yeah.
And dude, take it away.
If you have a brilliant idea for a future edition of The Solo Show and would like to take your turn in the guest host's chair, then drop us an email at thesoloshow01@gmail.com. Tell us your idea for the show, and we'll contact you about a date and a time for you to join us. If you would just like to keep the conversation going or have a comment about a previous show, then visit us on Facebook at The Solo Show. All logos, sounds, and songs that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned solely by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be, the ownership of The Solo Show podcast. We hope you'll join us for the next adventure on The Solo Show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.